so far we have seen just how great the Harappan civilization was, right? It had such stone casting abilities, such great covered drainage systems, planned cities, even seals and their own weights and measures. They even had metal casting, and they were in fact the first to grow cotton. So we can actually understand just how great this civilization was, right? But how did it decline? Let's find out. So now we see that around 1800 BCE, almost 3900 years ago, we find the beginning of few major changes. What were these? Well, these included that the people stopped living in many of the cities. We don't exactly know why this happened, but the people stopped living in many of the cities that were there in this Harappan civilization. Furthermore, writing, seals and weights were no longer used. Seals and weights were important part of trade, right? So without these, if people were trading, then we can understand that the economy was also affected. And so this could be another major change. Now, the rulers earlier used to send people outside to bring in the raw materials because there weren't a lot of raw materials within the civilization, right? Well, the raw materials brought from long distances also became rare. So again, we can see that there was a decline in trade, and that was another major change that happened, and this could have led to the decline. Next, in Mohenjo-daro, which was one of the most important cities of this civilization, we find that garbage piled up on the streets and the drainage system broke down. So far we have seen how important the drainage systems in these civilizations were, right? However, after a point of time, these drainage systems started breaking down, and we can even see that same thing happening in Mohenjo-daro. So we can understand that the basic civic needs of the people were no longer fulfilled, and maybe that is why the people started leaving many of the cities. Apart from that, less impressive houses were built. Previously, the houses were very well planned, built on the sides of the roads, and they were made of burnt bricks in an interlocking fashion, right? However, during the end of this era, we can see that less impressive houses were built now. So now let's take a look at the probable causes of the decline, right? What were some of these? Well, no one exactly knows, but we can always, or the historians can always try to find out different reasons. One of these reasons could be regular floods. So as we know that this Harappan civilization was right next to Indus River and its tributaries, right? So there could be a possibility that there were regular floods in this area. In fact, there are evidences that show that the city of Mohenjo-daro was destroyed by floods and rebuilt as many as 7 times. So that is maybe one of the reasons for decline, right? Another reason could be the drying up of rivers, making the area uninhabitable. So the drying of rivers is another probable cause for the decline of this Harappan civilization. You see, without river water, how can crops be grown? And so without food, most of the people could have left. Therefore, like a river can give birth to a civilization, it can also be the cause of a decline of a civilization. Another probable cause could be the change of course of the Indus River due to earthquakes. Another reason could be climate change. Today we live in that day and age where we can understand the importance of saving our climate. We have issues such as global warming, right? Well, take a look at this point, with which we can understand that even a civilization 4,500 years ago declined because of climate change. Another reason for the decline of the civilization could be deforestation. The people in the civilization required forests a lot for its wood. These wood were used as fuel woods for many different occupations, including metal casting. Other than that, the grounds of the forest were also used for grazing. So in fact, these forests were of utmost importance. Now, over time, because of overuse of these areas, what happened? Well, it ultimately led to deforestation. And so these are other reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization. Now, last point is that historians such as Mortimer Wheeler have said that another reason for the decline could be the Aryan invasion. Who are these Aryans? These Aryans were tribal nomadic people who came to the northern part of India from Central Asian portions. And so they threw out the people that were already living here, that is the people of this Harappan civilization. So these were few probable causes of the decline of this Harappan civilization. These include regular floods, drying up of rivers, change of the course of Indus River, climate change, and even deforestation, and finally the Aryan invasion. This civilization declined between 1800 BCE and 1500 BCE. So now let's take a look at the timeline of this Harappan civilization, right? It would have started in 2500 BCE and unfortunately declined in 1500 BCE because of several reasons that we just found out. Interestingly, we have very recently found out about the civilization. When? Well, this happened in 1921 when Dayaram Sahani discovered the city of Harappa. And then a year later, in 1922, the city of Mohenjo-Daro was discovered by R.D. Banerjee. The Indus Valley or the Harappan civilization is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. In fact, the people in this civilization have played an important role in framing the culture and heritage of our country. The scientific developments that were made by these people 4,500 years back still put us in a state of awe. Although we have been unable in deciphering their language or their script, our historians and archaeologists still work to find out more about this great civilization that existed right here in our own Indian subcontinent. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free on DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app and get easy access to more than 5,000 amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million-plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubts resolved instantly. Learn via games and get a chance to win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So register for free now.